Today, the moon is in Gemini, and we're going to talk about 3 ways to challenge your own thinking. I'm Marina Ormes here with your Astro vibe for Wednesday, October 4th. And yesterday, the moon was in Gemini as well. Moon stays in a sign for 2 to 2.5 days. That Gemini energy is asking us to question things, to get curious, to open our minds. And so yesterday I was talking about why your own thinking could be limiting you or holding you back, and the way that we tend to assume that what we think is in response to what is true, when really often there's a component of it that goes the other way, right? So what we think is actually kind of creating what we experience because we've limited what we're allowing into our experience in terms of possibility. So definitely check out yesterday's video for some deeper insight into this Gemini moon and how getting curious about your own thinking can help you change your experience of things. And so just to build on that, today, looking at 3 ways to actually challenge your own thinking. So for yesterday's video, you'll get the why we're challenging our own thinking, what is important about that, why it matters. And then today we're talking about how to do that. So 3 ways to challenge your own thinking. And again, with the Gemini energy, the reasons we want to challenge that thinking are because we could be missing something about what is possible. And when we are not open to that possibility, we could be unnecessarily excluding it. So start to challenge your own thinking. And when you do, here are 3 steps. Okay. So the first step is to ask yourself, what am I thinking, right? The very first step is to even notice that we are having thinking, because it's so automatic. It's so unconscious. It's like breath, right? It's unconscious until we become conscious of it. And it's just happening, and it's running, and we're making our to-do lists, and we're thinking about our day, and we're thinking about the things that we are trying to anticipate or worry about, or mitigate, or whatever it is that's coming up in your day. So the first step is to notice that you are having thoughts and that you are choosing those thoughts. So asking yourself, hey, what am I thinking, is the first really cool step, right? What am I thinking? How am I thinking? What are my feelings about that thinking? Am I getting stressed out? Am I getting nervous? Am I drawing conclusions already about what's going to happen? Right? So it's not necessarily true, but we're already creating it through the ways that we're choosing to think about it. So step 1 is ask yourself what you think. What am I thinking? What are my thoughts? Get that meta perspective, that bigger picture, bird's eye view that helps you really step into that bigger picture and ask what it is you're thinking. Okay. And then, so that's huge. Just to do that is huge. It's a mindfulness practice. It's an awareness practice. It helps you become more aware of the choices you're actually making and the places where you do have a choice. Okay. And then number 2, ask yourself why you think that. So notice what the thoughts are. Why are you thinking that? Why are you worried about that? What are you thinking is going to happen? Why are you going about it from this particular way that you have? So what is your style? What is the way that you think about things? Maybe you're managing the details of your day already when you just are starting your day. So asking yourself why you're thinking that, and where that's coming from, and what you're trying to accomplish with that thinking. Okay, and then number 3, so number 2 is ask yourself what you think. Number 1, what did I say? I gotta put my brain back together. Okay, number 1 is ask yourself what you think. Number 2 is ask yourself why you think that. And then number 3 is ask yourself what it would look like if something different were true. So what are you already thinking, expecting, or assuming? And then what would it look like if something completely different were actually true and you just weren't thinking about it that way, right? So kind of getting outside the box of our own thinking and questioning and challenging our assumptions and challenging the thoughts that we have. So this is a fun practice to do, right? Anytime throughout the day that you want to just check in with yourself and ask what you're thinking. It's also a great journal prompt. You know, what is my thinking about that, right? Like an issue that you're working through. What am I thinking? What are my, how do I, and one way to find that out is how you would tell it to another person, right? So what words you choose to put into and how you tell that story, that's what you're thinking. So write that out in your journal, and then ask yourself why you think that way, why you chose those thoughts, right? That's a deeper inquiry. You know, it's just to play with. You're not going to get all the answers here. And then number 3, what would it look like if something different were true? So now we're opening the doors to new possibility, and that is the breath of fresh air, the invitation to exploring new ideas that Gemini is. Gemini is the energy of curiosity, of discovery, and of really of noticing things that we haven't been able to see before. So, so follow that Gemini curiosity and ask yourself what it would look like if something different were true than what you are thinking it is. All right, let me know in the comments how that shows up for you. What do you notice? What does it make you think about? What are your thoughts? I would love to hear how this shows up for you. I'm Marina Ormes. You can learn more about me at astrologyheals.com. And I think I was sharing, and we'll share again, that last Sunday's video, October 1st, gave you an overview of the month. You may want to go check that out. If you missed it, some eclipses, some potent energies showing up, shifty, changey energies this month. So, so go check out Sunday's video if you missed it, October 1st. And thank you for subscribing. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that you can see more of these videos and get some insight and wisdom and reminders for your day to align with what is unfolding, how the cosmos are showing us the way. All right. Thanks for being here. I will see you next time. Bye for now.